Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Connor, here with my father,
Kevin.
You were pretty tapped into the grunge scene. Well, not like, insanely tapped in, but you listened to what? Nirvana,
Screaming Trees, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Mudhoney, Green River.
For anyone new here, or if you don't know, we are up in Vancouver, British Columbia. We're very close to Seattle.
Yes.
So the grunge scene made its way up here probably before going elsewhere in the world. It was, or at least we were one of the first places.
Yes,
because people were bringing CDs up and stuff.
There was a grunge van that came up the I-5.
You place your order.
You place your order, and this guy, I know this guy. I know you're never watching, but I hope you're doing well. And he go down there all the time,
pick up CDs.
His name was Scott. He had a leather jacket. His hair was down to here. He was 6'3".
Speaking of grunge,
yes,
there's a band that we kind of left out here because I guess you don't know too much about them. That's Alice in Chains. You do know some songs, like you just mentioned.
I said I know the Rooster.
You said, is the Rooster on this? I'm like, no. I got into them heavily introduced through one of my friends when we went through a little bit of a grunge phase. I feel like every kid does. I enjoyed their records, I would say. Like, I thought they were good, but I wasn't blown away. I wasn't like, this is, going to be in my rotation for the rest of my life. Until I heard Jar of Flies. And I think the reason why Jar of Flies is so critically acclaimed and so it's just looked at fondly by music listeners from all different, walks of life, is because it's so different than anything they had previously done. It veers off very differently, and it's an EP. It's technically not an album, but it feels like an album. It's only 7 tracks.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, 30 minutes long.
Wow.
Following Alice in Chains' extensive 1993 world tour for Dirt. That was their big album that has Rooster and everything on there.
Yeah.
The members returned home to Seattle after the end of their tour, and they found themselves evicted from the residence because they failed to pay the rent. So they were essentially homeless at the time, and the band temporarily moved into London Bridge Studio in Seattle. So they recorded the album in the span of 7 days.
So 3 days refund back from the studio.
Yeah, well, I think they lived in there for a bit. So, but yeah, they recorded it September 7th to the 14th of 93. If you want to see this video completely unedited, uncut, it is available on our Patreon, which is linked up here on the screen, also linked down below. You can watch this video unedited, uncut. You get access to all our older videos. You get access to some bonus content and our Discord, where you can suggest albums. You can talk music with other people and chat with us. Check it out if you're interested. Track number 1, Rotten Apple.
I want one of those for Christmas.
What is it called?
The talk box. I want to go. I want Christmas. '90s had the best snares, hands down.
Yeah, we just heard this on Jeff Buckley.
Not
your typical grunge.
Not at all. No, and I'm curious. We got two. He's doing harmony with himself, I guess. There.
Yeah. Even this isn't like super heavy,
Yeah.
Going into the chorus, you expect it to be intense.
Well, the quietness and the bigness of typical
grunge stuff.
Grunge structure, I love how that comes in like a serpent, eh?
It's creepy.
Yeah. You know what's amazing about the grunge scene? Like that, all the guys everybody in every band was amazing players.
Oh yeah.
Like great players. Is this the groove of the album?
For the most part, yeah.
Wow, that's fucking wow. I pictured total drop D and lots of, this is great. I'm glad you let me know that I can think of where they are after a big tour.
And
super loud, your ears are fucking fried, you have nowhere to live. I think they have a vocoder going, or the talk box and wah.
Yeah.
Separately.
You can hear them at the same time.
Yeah. It really feels like they're just jamming right now, eh?
Yeah.
Like
Like
just
very calm.
Yeah, just sitting around, homeless. We get a fade out, crazy. That was very surprising, you know. And I'll let the cat out of the bag. That there's a singing style that I didn't really dig very much, which it wasn't on here, but it is on some of the other Alice in Chains stuff. And there's other
Stone Temple Pilots or one that you're not crazy about.
I'm not crazy, and I just sort of took myself out. You probably know the style. It was this long.
Yeah, that was not your thing.
It was not my thing, but this wasn't there.
No, that's why I
this
thought,
wasn't there.
You know, I knew that wasn't your
Yeah.
thing, and that's why, you know, I don't know if we would do another Alice in Chains record. Maybe they're self-titled, just because Jerry does a lot of vocals on that one, I think.
Yeah.
And
Does Jerry differ than Lane?
Yeah, you'll hear on this record.
Okay,
he's got a song that he starts. He does like 2 minutes, and then Lane comes in.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah,
and then he also does some backing vocals and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, and I've listened to Jerry's solo material too. I think you would really like that.
Yeah,
because it's kind of got this feel, but with
Yeah.
a different voice. Great opener.
Yeah.
And really sets the tone for the rest of the record. So,
Yeah.
we're going into track number 2, Nutshell.
just to hear out, it's flanging or just
Yeah,
a bit.
just a
It's
little
off
bit.
phase or something's going on. Nice. Literally.
Yeah.
No place to go home.
Great electric sound too.
If I can't be my own, I feel better dead.
You can hear them being reserved, eh?
Yeah, but still pushing it a little bit.
Pushing a little bit, but not really. Let's keep it quiet, guys.
Like that there.
That was. Wow, we're getting the old FOs big time, man.
Yeah.
That was mixed really well, played really well. I want to say one thing about the bass player.
Yeah.
I love the way he didn't play any bass runs while the chord was being stroked. He made sure that he did any kind of change or run while it was transitioning from chord to chord.
Yeah, I
So
noticed
it wasn't.
that, yeah.
It wasn't jang jang.
He didn't try to take over the show.
Yeah, he did
Well,
it.
like you said, everyone was playing quite reserved.
Yeah.
but pushing it to the max without going overboard.
Yeah, and I got to ask you a question. Maybe you can look this up or something. Was this prior? I know they did a MTV Unplugged.
I think this was right before, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
but-
because like I could see them getting stoked about this and then doing an MTV Unplugged.
they did MTV Unplugged shortly after.
Wow.
This.
Yeah. Because this sort of definitely you could hear that
feels like an MTV Unplugged.
exactly.
Yeah.
I felt that. What I was going to say about the phrasing was
Vocal timing and stuff.
I you know what? I'm glad you brought me back to something I wasn't fond of vocally. I know this is a different
a little different.
than
It's
the
like-
Rooster and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's certain ones, but I realize now listening to Lane's phrasing is that I really, really like it. And it's because I've been shown so many different unconventional phrasings
in the last
4 years.
4 years,
yeah. So coming back to Alice in Chains, especially on this album here, I'm like, man, that was fucking great. It was soft.
Yeah.
His phrasing he had elongated notes that were really, really cool. Fucking really, really had killer voice.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple moments on here you'll see where he really showcases his vocal pipes. And that song's not. I mean, that song he's great on there, but it's not him showing off. There's a couple songs on here where you're like, wow, holy shit.
Yeah.
Track number 3, I Stay Away.
Okay, come on.
What?
No, I wouldn't have think like no. If you
You
said
didn't think this was Alice in Chains?
no, you would have said this is Alice. I would no. I thought it was America or something.
Want to travel south this year. Why you act crazy
Got heavier.
Yeah, this is probably the heaviest it gets.
See, even he's not even right here.
Yeah,
Right.
just keeping it
Yeah.
simple.
Tears that soak your careless heart.
That's such a different thing, eh?
What, switching it just
To the hi hat for
Yeah,
the chorus.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're no.
because I think it's tighter on the chorus. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
you
yeah.
want to be closer in.
Yeah. Everything is.
Yeah.
Even his vocals, isn't it? Got. That was a great idea to have that.
Symphonic element?
Yes. Here we go. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. But once the next part where he says I stay away, just really tune into his vocals and what he does with his voice. The last minute of this song, it's just phenomenal.
I got a back shiver from that stay away.
So much power in those I stay
You know
aways.
what? That was you know what? That was the heaviest track, and that was my favorite so far.
Yeah.
I really fucking enjoyed that.
I think one thing about this track that really stands out is the symphonic elements.
Just shot, yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
are thrown in there, and that with the guitar, and then the strings following along, and then his like just bursting out "I Stay Away."
Yeah,
with so much power. And
four different styles of it too. Eh?
Yeah,
you notice
changes each one a
yeah,
little
he
bit.
phrased it differently each one. I have to say though, at the beginning when he said "year" and I think it was "here," that's the vocal thing I don't like about that style of music at the time. That's the one thing.
Yeah,
It's here. I can't do it. You're here.
Yeah, no, I love that
Yeah.
line though, because my buddy and I mean, we don't even know where we would want to go, but we just he just had just gotten a car and we had this on cassette, and like when he goes, yeah, I want to travel south this year.
Yeah.
When he says that, it's like him and I were like,
Let's go.
We got to go south, man. We don't even know where. Like fucking, I don't know where the hell south we go.
Seattle. It's calling you.
Track number 4, No Excuses.
Oh, come on.
Such a good opener.
Killer.
It's alright. There comes a time. Got no patience to search for peace of mind. Every day it's something hits me out so cold. You find me sitting by myself. No excuses that I know.
The great chorus.
Yeah. Those hi-hats and
Like the hi-hats and those.
It's okay.
I think Jerry does some backing vocals on this.
I'm like,
yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah, I think
it's
I'm
constant.
pretty sure it's him. Just this groove though is like,
Yeah.
you can just listen to it all day.
Fuck, I love a guitar solo over a hi-hat, man.
It's so good.
Instead of the typical ride.
Yeah.
Really?
You
Great fill there. That was really fucking good. I don't know if I've heard that chorus before. The chorus sounds like something else, but it is familiar.
I mean, it's not one of the bigger songs on
Yeah,
there. I mean, it's not one of the lower songs, but it's also not like one of their biggest hits or anything.
Can we talk about snares and drums for a minute? You know I never like to talk about that shit.
Yeah, you hate drums, right?
I hate drums. I hate talking about drums. That was a fucking masterclass on drumming there, man. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Splash cymbals, the high-pitched toms, the snare drum. Everybody back then was using like piccolo snares, which are like about that deep.
Yeah.
They give you a nice crack, right? Everybody was right into crack then. Heroin, but you had a good crack, right?
Yeah.
And it was never a big deep snare for a big brock, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they kept it tight.
It was very, very tight.
Track 5 is an instrumental.
Oh, wow.
It's called Whale and Wasp. Sounds like a whale cry. Like a dying whale.
I'm waiting to hear a wasp, because that would be cool. Great sound. That's crazy. This makes me want to watch their MTV Unplugged. To see if I'd enjoy Rooster and stuff. You know what I mean?
I feel like you would in that setting.
In this, yeah. You know what's crazy? That's one thing we get a lot of in the Pacific Northwest.
Whales?
And wasps.
That's true.
We get both of them. Like, it's nuts. Summer's full of whales out and then backyard we're swatting away.
I think if you click on it, it should say the meaning of the title. Are you on
it could be, the main character is running away from home, tired of the life he has to live.
That's Don't Follow. You gotta go to Whale and Wasp.
And 2, a drug addict warning others not to do drugs as you can't turn back.
That's not Whale and Wasp, is it?
Oh, that's Don't Follow.
Yeah.
That's
why you're reading it. I'm like, no, you're on the next track. It should say there should be.
Here it is right there. Like the other songs of the album, the acoustic guitars are given a chorus effect for a fuller sound. That's what we had earlier. Weird. But again,
I feel like I read something at some point on what it meant, but it's been a while since I've gone back to this record, so that's why I wanted you to double check there. But yeah, Don't Follow.
I know what that's about now. Yeah.
Yeah, you read a little bit about that. Yeah. So there's 2 parts. So I think verse 1, the beginning is should be Jerry.
Jerry's doing 1, 2.
Or 1 and 2.
And then Lane is doing 3.
Comes in later, yeah. Track number 6, Don't Follow.
I have this crazy anticipation right now.
Because you don't know what it
I don't know.
like.
I'm trying to...
Hey, I ain't never coming home.
I like Jerry's voice.
He's got a great voice.
And his inflections.
I think you'll like his solo work.
Wow.
Hey, I can meet you here tomorrow.
My God, they go together like whale and wasps. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't expect this if I told you it was Alice in Chains just blindly.
No. Especially throwing Jerry here.
I love the chemistry they have together.
I was just going to say that when Lane comes in, and does his harmony?
And then this part, like...
It's crazy. For the harmonica, for me, represents a train.
Yeah.
And Don't Follow, like...
Lost my friends, scared to death, the reason why. Do whatever to get me by. Think about the things I've said. Read the page, it's cold and dead, and take me home. Say goodbye, don't follow.
That's my favorite Alice in Chains song.
That was, if you would have told me, there's no way. With harmonica and the way it comes into acoustic guitar and then the drums kick in, and it's, I would not thought.
Yeah, it's my favorite because it's so unique from anything they've done, I would say. And you get the combination of both of them singing together and separately. So it kind of has everything I want from an Alice in Chains song, and it has this eerie, just kind of like, I'm hopping on a train. You don't follow me. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I've got no money. I've got a harmonica, and that's it.
And it also like when I was reading, it's also about like, look at, hey, you're living life full throttle. Hey, can you pass me down that bottle? All that, anything that, with drugs and addiction, right?
Yeah.
But just don't follow me. Don't go down that road.
Same road, yeah.
Yeah, please don't, right?
And it kind of ties into the final song as well, which I think is relatively, connected in terms of the theme of the record.
Yeah. The final track on the Jar of Flies is probably the most different from the rest of the songs.
It
It's
is.
played in a swing blues style, hence the title. The song appears to be a sequel of sorts to the previous track on the album Don't Follow. So we're going to get swing blues.
Swing blues?
Swing blues.
With Lane singing it, and it does kind of follow, even though the track says don't follow, it follows the last track. It's almost like people following up on somebody who had left and is, struggling and addicted. Track number 7, Swing on This.
Oh.
Mother said, come on. Father said, come on. Will I stand okay? I'm asleep anyway.
This is fucking all right.
It's cool, man.
I love that chorus. This is cool. Have this swing in here.
Yeah, with
Like-
a little swing blues with grunge.
Yes.
It's a combination you never thought you would have asked for, but
This feels so awesome, like a jam, man. Like just in a room. Hey?
yeah.
That was
I
awesome.
like that they kept that in there too.
Toby's still laughing. That sounds pretty fucking good. You're laughing? It's like, that's tight as shit. What are you talking about? That was tight.
It was, and that is Jar of Flies by Alice in Chains. Have you you understand why it's one of my favorites?
I understand. Like I said earlier, I was not a fan of the elongated certain singing of certain styles of singing in the grunge.
Yeah, in that 90s era, yeah.
This was not it.
Yeah, totally different. And that's why I thought you would like it. It's definitely a standout in their discography. I personally love their first 4 projects, 5 if you include Unplugged. But, for somebody that isn't a fan of, a specific style like grunge music or heavier music, I definitely point people towards Jar of Flies.
Don't get me wrong. I'm like, I said, Mudhoney, Nirvana, Soundgarden. I know who I like, and then there's certain songs and styles of vocals. I'm just saying vocals.
Yeah, well, I'm sure because you haven't listened to Dirt, right? Their
Did
album.
Jerry sing on Dirt?
Not to my knowledge, no, but like Dirt, from a musicianship, like playing level, it's phenomenal. It's gone down as like a classic, because it's just the playing is so good. Alice in Chains, Jar of Flies. I'm happy that I showed it to you because I was going to show it to you regardless if you liked it or not. I'm just happy that you did like it.
Yeah. I did. Fuck, that was fucking great. I love diving back in because as soon as you open up that cavity, you start going, oh my God, this song, this artist, this artist. I just thought of Jane's Addiction right now.
Yeah, well, there's also just going and showing you this 4 years later, since we started the channel, I feel like probably changes your perspective a little bit as well.
Definitely. And I think you picked the right album too, because like I said, it was the right album to reintroduce me to Jane's Addiction.
Yeah. You're going to go listen to some Jane's Addiction after
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, I'm going to listen to Screaming Trees.
Anyway, I had a lot of fun this afternoon. I hope you had fun, Father.
I had fun.
I hope you guys had fun, most importantly. And if you haven't listened to this record, well, it's been like 30 years now. So
Yes.
go check it out if you haven't. If you want to see this video completely uncut, unedited, once again, it's available on our Patreon, which is linked down below. And we'll see you soon with
Yes.
some more content. I don't know when this is going up, so this could be pre or post Christmas. I don't know. It's the 20th today, so it could be after.
Fuck, it's already.
I know. So
Wow.
it could be after Christmas. So I hope you had a great Christmas. Happy holidays.
Yes.
Or if this is up beforehand, then when Christmas is coming up.
Yep. Yep.
Happy for you guys. I'm not a big Christmas fan, but
Ho, ho, ho.
I like my ho ho hos.
Yes, you like them. Yep.
No, take care, guys. Much love. We'll see you soon, and peace.